autumn has arrived in the north of Sweden. I don't know if I should be happy or sad about it. I don't know if I should give a autumn has arrived, or should I be like, autumn has arrived. Anyway, but yeah, with autumn, a certain quietness has settled over the land. The light is softer now, and the air carries a sharp freshness that whispers of the winter to come. The forest, my constant companion, is slowly exhaling after the rush of summer. The birds sing less, the insects have quieted, and the trees themselves seem to sigh as their leaves turn from green to yellow to red and to brown, maybe. Amidst the deep, steady presence of the pines and the firs, it's the birches and the low bushes that bring bursts of color, glowing lanterns against the dark backdrop of the evergreens. These changes, these fleeting colors, brighten my days and remind me that even in the coming darkness, there's still beauty to hold on to, and there's still gonna be colors and pops here and there. I walk often in these forests next to my house, basket in hand and gathering berries. The blueberries now have passed their peak. Soft and fading, they're still here and there, but not as much. But the lingonberries, they're just ripening. Most are ready, but some are still white and some are red, like small red gems scattered across the mossy ground. I collect them carefully, knowing that they will become jam, lingonsylt. And my lingonsylt or lingon jam is not like the store-bought kind. I leave it less sweet, so the berries can actually keep their character, that mix of tart and sour and slightly bitter. It tastes a little bit like a forest itself. Sharp and alive, like the autumn air. And I have grown to love it this way, honest and unmasked. Very nice. But my berry gathering is not only for the sake of jam. In truth, it is also for my heart and my mind. It's kind of like a mental health therapy in the forest, you know? Out here, surrounded by the silence of the trees, I find a space where my thoughts can untangle. The forest slows me down, teaching me with its own pace. And as I pick each berry, I sift through my feelings, through my worries, through my joys. I revisit the past days and weeks, the moments of happiness and the moments of struggle. The forest listens patiently, doesn't judge, as if the berries themselves are keeping me company in this conversation. It is a kind of therapy. I speak my emotions to the wind and to the moss, and in return I gain clarity. My jumbo mind begins to settle. I try not to let my emotions rule over me, but to search for calm and a little bit more adult answers, if you will, as if the trees themselves are urging me to be steady and strong. This autumn, my little stream that I pass usually is no longer the gentle trickle that I'm used to, and sometimes it's even almost still. But now, after weeks of rain and floods that we had, it rushes with power, tumbling and roaring, as much as my small stream can roar, you know. But carrying leaves down its path, I stand beside it and listen to the water, reminding me of how emotions can too rage before they find their course again. And it is also the season of mushrooms. The forest floor has transformed into a secret kingdom, alive with these curious little beings. They rise from the damp earth in every form imaginable. Tiny buttoned yellow ones, fragile and translucent like porcelain. Oh, so tall and proud mushrooms, and heavy and thick, deep brown cups. I don't really have the dotted red ones that are like straight from a fairy tale. And I don't, unfortunately, in my forest here, I don't have golden chanterelles glowing like small suns amongst the moss. But the ones that I have, some are smooth, some are spiked, some are shaped like delicate little dots. They remind me of humans, honestly. They remind me of people, each unique, carrying a mystery of its own, some tall and some short, as we all are, different in shapes and colors, you know? Walking among them feels like stepping into a hidden magical world where actually few of us get to see. Where nature shows its imagination and artistry. It gives me a show. Yeah, and so I walk. When I enter the forest, I enter the forest heavy. My mind feels tangled with thoughts, my chest tight with emotions. I walk among the yellow birches, past the roaring stream, and through the carpet of moss sprinkled with red berries, strange mushrooms, yellow leaves, pine needles brown on the floor. And by the time I return, something has shifted. The weight is lighter. My thoughts are more orderly, less chaos. The emotions that once pressed heavy against me no longer threaten to burst. The forest has received them, absorbed them, and given me back its calmer self. And for me, this is the autumn in the north. Here, a season of slowing down, of listening to the silence, of finding clarity amongst the berries and the leaves and the pine needles on the floor. And I'm very, very grateful and thankful, but grateful for every step and for every berry, for every step that I can take and for every berry that I can take, and for every moment of quiet that guides me gently towards the peace that I find in the forest. That's why I love it so much. Thank you. Walking back home from work. At midnight, I went below the lamp and now you can't see me. Very convenient of me. It is... new lamp, now you see me. It is 10 past midnight and there are cars. Of course there are cars that I can't believe it sometimes. Like, yeah. It is, I live in such a small village. We are like 800 people. And I live in the far part of it where I live near the forest. And I come out
every time, and especially every time I record the video and someone passes by with the car. I have like 5 houses around, and there's total of 5 cars around. But for some reason, every time it happens. Oh, the stars today are so beautiful. I can't really show you. I don't have such a camera. Oh, like even northern lights and stars are just for me to enjoy. So easy for me to see them, but very hard to show. Like it needs a proper... You can watch Jonna Jinton or Kalle for proper, or Cecilia Blomdahl for proper northern lights. I can't really provide that, I'm sorry. But yeah. I am 2 minutes from home, so I will wish you good night, and I will see you next time or on my next shift coming back home at midnight. Hej då!